Well, the Supreme Court says the Trump administration must facilitate the return of a Maryland man deported to a Salvadorian prison. This follows the Trump administration admitting Kilmar Abrego Garcia was mistakenly sent to that prison due to what they call an administrative error. Still, Team Trump claims there's nothing they can do to get him back. That did not fly with the judge today. The Trump administration all out ordered to lay out the specific steps that they have taken and will take to get Mr. Abrego Garcia back to the United States. So CBS News Department of Justice reporter Scott MacFarlane is watching all of this. Scott, have we heard from the Trump administration on any of those details?
Now, the first thing the administration did today as the courthouse opened in Maryland was ask for more time, saying they haven't had enough time to process what the Supreme Court handed down last night, and they wanted deadlines and hearings delayed. The judge said, no, you can have a couple more hours to submit your filings, but there will be an early afternoon hearing in Washington, D.C. suburbs of Greenbelt, Maryland, on the matter of Mr. Abrego Garcia. This could be the judge crystallizing her order as to how the administration should get Abrego Garcia out of that prison and back to the United States. It could be her setting a timetable for decisions. But this is a relatively dramatic face-off in the courtroom today as the judge faces a Trump administration that has defied or tried to defy these orders so far, and attorneys for Abrego Garcia who say not only did he have no gang connections, not only was he mistakenly deported, but that he could be returned quickly if and when the administration follows the judge's lead.
Well, that'll be fascinating to see how that all plays out and when and if it does. So we also have updates in the immigration case of the Columbia University graduate student Mahmoud Khalil. What are you watching for today, Scott?
Another big hearing in another courtroom. This one's down in Louisiana, where Mr. Khalil has been held in detention. The 30-year-old Columbia University student could find out today whether he's going to be deported or whether he actually will be freed from custody or a process will begin to free him from custody. The judge in this case has been pushing the Trump administration for more answers, a justification for his detention and a justification for his deportation. There was one submitted by the administration earlier this week. We'll see what the judge makes of it today. But Mr. Khalil's representatives have argued he is being detained because of speech, because of his political speech. The administration has linked him to campus protests that they allege are aligned with Hamas. This will play out in front of a judge in Louisiana the same way Mr. Abrego Garcia's case will play out in front of a judge in Maryland. So much of this battle over deportations and detentions is now knotted up in the courts with likely, Reed, more hearings to come.
All right. Scott, I want to ask you about this. Another arrest raising eyebrows in the D.C. area involves a Georgetown University professor. What's the case there?
The case is another one of those incidents where somebody was detained on the street by masked agents who didn't clearly show their badges, according to representatives of the professor. That has happened more than once now, and there's concerns about the use of masked agents in general. Put that aside, that battle will happen, though likely at a later date. Professor Sora, who you see here on the left from Virginia, he was detained and has been accused of being aligned with Hamas propaganda, potentially queued for deportation. He denies those accusations and is fighting the deportation, but that's going to go to court May 1st as a judge determines what to do with this case. But you can pick on any one of these granular cases and you find a pretty compelling story there. But really, Reed, is the broader issue, isn't it? Where you have a number of people detained off of college campuses, people here international visas, and the administration is making a move to round them up. Each one of these legal battles could impact many more people to come down the road.
All right, Scott MacFarlane talking to us on CBS News 24/7 on a Friday. Thank you so much for getting us up to date on those. And there is that larger story there. Appreciate the punctuation.